Welcome back, everyone. We are watching episode 3 of The Expanse. This episode is called Forced Projection, and I'm very thankful because all of you on Patreon have answered a lot of my questions, specifically involving this short season. I was a little bit worried, like, is this going to, how can they finish this beautiful, expansive story in 6 episodes? But you guys have said, no worries, it'll be good. So I trust you. I'm ready to get into this episode, so let's do it.
We're gonna play soccer. You can be on our team. No, I can't. I'll be home for dinner. Well, can I go with you? No. I told you, stop following. Let's go.
I wonder why she hasn't asked any of the adults to help her.
It's fixed.
So who fixed it, or what fixed it? That creature, it just continues to pop up. God, it gives me the creeps. What? He brought it back to life? Or this thing brought it back to life? Wait, what?
You fixed her. You fixed her. You fixed things.
You fixed thing. Oh, there's 2.
You'll never believe what happened.
What? No, her little brother. Oh my God. They're not gonna cut from this. What the heck? You cannot cut.
I'm the chief administrator of the station. I'll talk to someone who matters.
You worked for Anderson Dawes. He was a reasonable man. More comfortable with violence than I would have liked.
I shared it.
Okay, then this is
Why are
positive.
you working for the man who assassinated him?
I work for the boat.
Where is Laconia?
He didn't tell me where he was going or why, and I didn't ask.
He knows the strategic value of this port.
Could be of use to your troops has been stripped. Sirius has no warships, no munitions, no functioning repairs, only enough food and air for approximately 3 weeks.
I need to know what's going on Laconia. That now there's 2 of those creatures. That poor boy is dead. Her brother is dead. How it happened, we don't know yet. Is there a correlation with those creatures, or is the little girl going to try to get that creature to, get her brother and bring the creature to her brother because she thinks that they are fixers? And maybe they are. I get this weird feeling from them, which doesn't mean I'm correct. It just means I'm getting a weird feeling. They're a little scary, but you can't judge a book by its cover, I guess.
I really need to get some sleep. I'm starting to drift off in the chair. So as of now, you're in the rotation.
No,
Made it long enough to get
the
thrown out.
absence of Alex
All you
is
gotta do
real.
is stay awake and keep an eye on things in case of emergency. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's been a while since I used my mods. It's taking longer to flush out of my system than it used to. I'm fine, really. I got them because of you.
I'm actually really glad they're going to talk about this.
Wanted to kill you. And I thought it'd be better to disgrace you. To make my father look like a hero. I'm not blaming you. I did it to myself. I take responsibility for that. I used my mods to kill a man. With my bare hands. His name was Ren. He was a nice man. See his face. Surprised. And then scared. And then in so much pain. I think that's the real reason I always throw up afterwards.
Everybody on this ship has something they regret,
Right.
including Amos, I think. You're in good company.
God.
I have to watch.
What a good guy. I love this crew. I do love it. I know. I always bring it up like I wanted her to die. But I took that back like right after I said that, to be honest.
Can you cook?
I can reheat a leftover, but that's about it.
Alex.
They got some good noodle shops on Siri.
When the Donny got killed, most Martians blamed you and yours for it. Was a time I would have jumped at the chance to haul you all back to Hecate Base and have you vigorously debriefed.
Vigorously debriefed.
That would have been fun.
That aftertaste sneaks up on you.
Back on the Bella. In the airlock without a suit. Jumping off the Chetsamoko without an air ball. My body just wouldn't move.
That makes sense.
A few more seconds and I would have pulled it together. But by then, Clarissa had just... It's fucking humiliating.
If I'd been through all the things you did, would you be embarrassed for me?
No. You'd be doing that for yourself.
On Vesta, Inaro's partisans clashed with protesters, leaving several injured, including one Free Navy mechanic dead.
Public opinion is changing quickly.
Renew you and capital ships and 2 Martian Dungeon class. That's more than we expected. This is nothing to be happy about.
Why should I be sad? We will overcome it.
I have a word, please. You told the people on Ceres that it was our new capital, that we would make it the pride of the belt. And then, was that always part of your plan?
We could never hold Ceres against the Inners. But the people there needed to believe that we
Left them barely enough to survive.
left the Inners with a problem that they had to deal with. Tied up their resources and weakened them.
It speaks well of you that you care about them.
He realizes, like, every time he's about his whole, like, his mask slips.
We're meant to be out here in the darkness.
Yeah, come on, wake up, Filip. At what point will he wake up and be like, "This, my dad's wrong"?
Poor Urta. Doesn't know where she'll get her food and water. Welcome to the belt.
The supply depot should be around here. Definitely.
No one should have to live the way we have.
And maybe now they'll understand it.
Understand what? That the belt poisoned their water and stopped them, and we killed the children the way that they kill us?
What is the problem?
Nothing.
Right.
Sorry, Captain. We did not mean to disturb.
Rosie.
What?
They're headed for city.
Right, but right now Clarissa, I think, is watching. She's the one in the captain's seat. Oh my god. They don't have Alex. Man, this episode just shows, like, the absence of Alex is so serious. No chef. Nobody who knows how. I mean, he's a pilot, and now he's going to be in charge of sending the missiles off.
Sorry, that was trite.
That's the plant guy.
Pray.
I know you're in the middle of a war. The Free Navy shot a researcher in my lab today. I'm working on ways to improve crop yields for food grown in the belt. Carmonidis was developing a new strain of yeast with a robust proofing polymerase.
He's like, this is Prax. This is how he talks.
It produces a complete digestible protein with its
Give me a second. Let's get around to it.
That probably didn't make any sense to you. This yeast could create massive amounts of food out of little more than spare carbon dioxide and waste Carmonidis was trying to do. Earth could use it now. Don't worry about me, or May, or the rest of us. I can take care of them.
Nothing in this for him. He's just a good guy.
That's what it always takes.
Chrissy will know what to do with it.
The old lady really loves it when you call her that.
And they're not prepared for a fight right now. No one's prepared.
They're ping 3 ships vectoring towards us at high speed.
IDs?
No transponder.
Didn't we come here to shoot these people?
Jeez.
Don't worry, we can edit that.
Please? Nina, do nothing, Mom.
Ingo. Ingo.
Let go either way. With more good, Dago Miloda. I'll be right back.
Oh god. Oh. The whole station is it exploding?
Here. I'm heating up the rail guy.
Wait, put it far away!
It's the only chance we've got. End this now. Fighting.
Man. Every time Filip gets a chance to change his ways, he just continues to do the wrong thing. Cool, it's like fireworks. Ooh. Oh, really?
Was better as a prisoner than a martyr.
Yeah, but he's never gonna surrender.
They're not gonna be down for long. Our window's closing.
If this doesn't work, you fire.
Oh, they finally meet face to face.
I will die before I live at the end of your leash.
No, fuck it, we tried. Firing one!
Direct hit, but no detonation. Disengage. And withdraw.
Did he realize that Jim did that? Or maybe they're like, we got lucky. It's a dud. Like, let's get the hell out of here.
The pillar's breaking off. They're not pursuing us.
Did we win?
No. But at least we didn't lose.
I mean, you just hope that that was the right call.
What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to kill the enemy. They're not dead. You failed.
You failed.
Yeah. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. God. Stand up to this bastard.
But this is your fault. We didn't need to be here. We didn't need to be in
Yes.
this fight.
No.
We didn't need to kill James Holden. That was your pride. That was you. Just you wanted to kill the man.
You are relieved of duty. Get off this deck and out of my sight.
And she knows that Filip is right. Everyone knows that you're a fool, and you made yourself look like a fool. Cry about it.
We will, of course, keep you fully apprised. If this one performs as well as the others, it will be fun.
It will be fun. I really do want to see what happens next. I mean, we're at the close of this series. There's so much that I want to know, and it's so much that I'm not going to know because a lot of it has to deal with the proto-molecule, and there's just no way that that part gets wrapped up. This is going to be interesting. So Jim saved them, and I mean, I can only assume it's because of Filip, and it's because he's a good guy. He truly is a good guy. It's interesting. The conversation with Prax sending that information about how to save the Earth, and there's this new the carbon dioxide and yeast that the scientist was working on, and how that can help with food production, and that he didn't have to say anything, he didn't have to send them anything, but that he's just a good guy. And then Bobby replies with, "That's all you need." And that really is all you need. In times of trouble, you just need good people to do the right things. And it's just interesting because of course, Marco won't change, but there is hope for Filip. He's still so young. I just look at myself when I was young, and even like 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, the changes that I've gone through in my own life and trying to just be a better human being, just stronger, learning that certain beliefs I don't want to have those beliefs, and I don't know how I believed that, or it's interesting that you can change if you want to change. There is that thing where Jim he loves Naomi. I mean, he adores Naomi, and that is Filip is a part of Naomi, so he wants to be there. He wants to help. He's always choosing the right thing, but it is going to be tough. He went against everyone else's wishes. Even Naomi was like, didn't say no. She was crying. She didn't know what to do, but that was kind of like the call. That was the call. That was probably the right call. But I think that when you choose good things end up happening. And to be quite honest, if they killed them there and then, like, sure, it might end something, but something else, maybe they shouldn't have died at that point anyways. That could have made much more, that might have made something much worse. And I'm not sure what, we don't know, maybe we'll see. But it also gave Filip the chance to see that his father was wrong, that his father was gaslighting him, to finally call his dad out on his BS. And that would never have happened if they just died there. So I'm hoping that finally pushes Filip to do the right things going forward. And who knows what's going to happen with him. But it is interesting. Marco showed how immature he really is. Like it was all about his pride, all about his ego. And he put everyone in danger for his own wants. He showed he's not a good captain. So actually it's all good. It's all really good. And then it goes along with what Jim was telling Clarissa, that everyone on this ship has regrets. And maybe even Amos has regrets, if he can feel them. I believe everyone's a little too judgmental in this world. I think most people are too judgmental. I think we are. And I think that's something that I've tried to work through. It's so easy to cast judgment. It's very easy. And the reality is when you dig a little deeper, which is hard and takes work, you always find like there is a story behind for the reason of why something is going on, and you're like, oh, come on, no. It's just like, oh, now I feel bad for this person. I didn't want to feel bad for them. You just want to see people as like we're not one dimension. We're complex. And some people dig deep and try to see that. They try to see the complexities, and so many people just say, no, I'm not going to do that. Make my life easier by not doing that. And who knows how that is. I don't know. It maybe makes life easier, potentially. It's like the whole ignorance is bliss. It can be. But I mean, even with Michio and her crewmate talking about their difference of opinions, really, I mean, I relate to Michio, and I guess I would have got my ass kicked off that ship too, because clearly our perspectives are the weaker perspectives, but it's the truth. Like, it's not an eye for an eye. It's not. But as we see, it doesn't matter. People want blood. People want blood. That's just what humanity is. And you need to fight against that. Like Anna was saying, in the hardest times, when you're hungry, when you're scared, when you're not sure what the future holds, that's when you need to dig the hardest and the deepest and say, I will be kind. It's the truth. And it's so hard. And I'm not saying like, I do that so easily, because that's not true. But it's something to strive to work on and to strive to be. Because then there's just, God, you just need the good people that share freely, that give freely. It's not an eye for an eye. It cannot be. It just cannot be. And it's sad that that's really what our history is as humans. It's an eye for an eye. Tough. It's just like a tough watch, because there's so much realism to this series, and it's like, God, it's really tough. But yeah, we'll see how this ends. I am going to jump into the next episode. Thank you so much for watching with me, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye, everybody.